Welcome to another edition of the Hurry Up. I'm your host, Don Warner Sports, Adam, and we're going to get right into the NFL picks. Week 5 on this rainy Sunday afternoon. What better thing to do than to wake up on a rainy, cloudy Sunday and watch football all day? This is the day where you tell your significant other, whoever that might be, say, hey, today is football day. Let's go! Getting started with the picks. Obviously, we all know that the Arizona Cardinals lost to the St. Louis Rams. Well, that is a divisional game, and you expect games like that to happen. But as the pursuit for perfection fell short for the Arizona Cardinals, that NFC West is going to be a battle to the finish. So let's get started. Miami, Cincinnati. I'm going to go with Cincinnati in this. Although I think Miami's playing pretty well, I'm going to go with Cincinnati in this game. Green Bay, Indianapolis. You know what? I'm pulling for the Indianapolis Colts at home. They're trying to get behind their coach who was diagnosed with leukemia, unfortunately. So hopefully they can rally together and we can all support the Colts, even though they may not win against Green Bay. I'm gonna go pick them as an upset special this week just because of all the emotion there. I wouldn't be surprised if they did win for their coach. So Indianapolis, you guys go. I know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's just Cancer Awareness Month now for Indianapolis. So I'm gonna go pick them. Baltimore, Kansas City. Baltimore is gonna run roughshod all over the Kansas City Chiefs. Cleveland and New York. Well, I'm gonna go with obviously the defending world champions in this one. But after a bitter loss to their rival Eagles last week, it's time they get back on the winning ways against a slumping Browns team. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. It's a toss-up, a battle for Pennsylvania. We'll see who wins. I think the boys in black and yellow are going to win. Thank you, Wiz Khalifa. Atlanta versus Washington. You know what? Washington's going to put up a fight. I still think I like Atlanta, though. But don't be surprised if Washington pulls this game out. But I'm picking Atlanta. Seattle, Carolina. Seattle bounces back after a bitter loss last week. Chicago, Jacksonville. Well, Chicago played on Monday night and showed you that if they bring their A game, they're a force to be reckoned with. I'm going to go with Chicago. Tennessee, Minnesota. You know what? I think Minnesota keeps on its winning ways. I think I'm going to pick Minnesota this week. They got Christian Ponder, who's developing into a nice little quarterback. And they've got a stout D. And they got some weapons on offense. This Minnesota team's starting to turn some heads. They're starting to turn this guy's head. So let's get it started. Denver, New England. Ooh, what a game. What a game, what a game, what a game. I'm going to, you know what? Peyton Manning seems to come up small in these games, but hopefully he comes up big. I'm going to go with New England. Only because New England is at home. They need this game. Some tells me to pick Denver, but I'm going to pick New England at home. Buffalo, San Francisco. If they lose, this is a classic trap game for. They say it's a classic trap game for the world champs. It's a classic trap game for San Francisco because both the Giants and San Francisco know they're going to meet in a big tilt next week. So they both can't look over their opponents because they can win. But Buffalo is just Buffalo. They got to get rid of Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's my opinion. Don't tell him I said that though, because he may be a little upset about that. But the NFL is not for feelings. So Buffalo needs to prove to me that they can actually score points with the big dogs. San Diego, New Orleans. New Orleans on Sunday Night Football. New Orleans is going to come out and have a game. They got Sean Payton in the building. I'm going to pick New Orleans. Houston, New York Jets. Man, sad state of affairs for New York Jet fans. After that great game against Buffalo, you had you were riding high. You got beat up by Pittsburgh, but you know what? You're like, we had some chances. You were in a slugfest with the Miami Dolphins. You pulled that one out. I don't know how, but you did. And then came the 49ers, who happened to be mining for gold, and they kicked the doors in on the New York Jets. And I expect the same for the Houston Texans. If you think they can't beat the 49ers, who are just developing their weapons, then I don't think they can beat the three-headed monster of Andre Johnson, Matt Schaub, and Arian Foster. Well, folks, that's been your Week 5 picks. I hope you're enjoying the games this week. It should be fun. It should be exciting. It's week 5. Crappy weather out in some areas, at least on the East Coast. Good day to get some nice hot apple cider and watch some football. Enjoy.